Jai Gurudev. Okay. Since there are so many smallies here, we'll start with the story of Shiva and two small pigeons. How many of you know this story already? Nobody? Risag knows. Okay. So, what happens is Parvati wants to know the secret of creation. Okay. So she asks Shiva, "Can you please tell me the whole secret of this creation?" And Shiva says, "I can tell you, but I can't tell anybody else. It's a very big secret." So he says, so that nobody else will hear when he's telling Parvati, who lives in his jata? Who has he given a place there? You can unmute and speak. Come on. Vivan knows. Risag knows. Can they unmute, Jyoti?
I'm giving them the chance. Yes, Vivan.
Yes.
Ma'am, Ganga.
Yeah. So he removes Ganga and keeps her outside. And who is living on his neck? Yeah. The snake. You can type also the answers. Okay. So the snake. Yes, the snake, Ganga, everything, everybody he removes and he keeps them outside. And inside one icy cave, when it's very cold, not many things live there. So in the icy cold cave of Amarnath, which is so cold that no other living being came over there, with Ganga, he leaves the Damaru, the Trishul, the snake, Ganga, everything he keeps outside. And he thinks, okay, now nobody is here, I can tell Parvati the secret of creation. And he tells her, but what happens? There in one little corner of the cave, there were two little eggs, tiny eggs of two doves. Okay, and inside the eggs were the unhatched, not yet hatched little pigeons, and they heard everything that Shiva told Parvati. Okay, now having heard the secret of creation, what happened? They became eternal. They are still alive. They conquered, knowing the secret of birth and death. So they conquered and they became immortal. That's why that place is called Amarnath, because those two little birds became Amar after listening to the secret of creation which Shiva told Parvati. And you know something amazing? How many of you all have been to the ashram? Our ashram in Bangalore. Did you go to the Shiva temple there? Yes? Yeah, if you've not, next time when you come, you must definitely visit the Shiva temple, because one day it so happened that these two pigeons were sitting over there when Gurudev came, and everyone just thought two pigeons. And Gurudev said, "Oh, these have come from Amarnath. Ye Amar hai dono. And they live there. They have come here to visit us." And he said, and they keep coming. Whenever Gurudev is here, they keep coming. So to the ashram itself. So this is the story of Shiva and the two little pigeons. So you can either go to Amarnath to see them or come to the ashram. Okay. Did you like the story? Yes? So now I'll tell you another. I have also met Gurudev. Very nice, Ruhi. Very good. So now I'll tell you the story of a dance competition between Shiva and Parvati. Oh, Jaitri likes this. She likes the story. Big smile. So you all know Narada, no? He can't sit quietly. Has to keep coming up with some, we say kalagam in Tamil. It's like some confusion he has to create, some story he has to make. So he comes to Kailasha and says, I have a competition. No? We have to see who is the better dancer. Is Shiva a better dancer or is Parvati the better dancer? Okay, now the whole world, everyone is worried. Now, who is going to say, who is going to choose, and how can you judge between Shiva and Parvati and say Shiva is better? Or, and if you say Shiva is better, Parvati will get angry. If you say Parvati is better, then what will Shiva say? Will he agree? So all this was going on in everybody's minds. But Narada has said, and Shiva and Parvati said, yes, let us have the competition. So they started dancing. Now Shiva's dancing, Parvati's dancing, Shiva's dancing, Parvati's dancing, and all the rishis, the devas, the ganas, all the animals, the birds, the flowers, even the clouds, the wind, the water, the rain, everything, all of creation is watching Shiva, Parvati, and all their beautiful dance and steps and wondering what is going to happen. Now, what happens in the middle of this dance is Shiva's earring falls while he's dancing. Look, it falls off. And you know, when if the earring falls on the ground and you dance over it, it can poke your feet. No. Now, what does Shiva do? He doesn't bend down or stop to pick up the earring. He continues to dance, and as part of his dance, with his legs, he picks up the earring and lifts his leg all the way up to the ears and puts the earring back. So this is called Urdhva Tandava. So you can ask your mammas to show you the picture. You'll find it on Google. We should have maybe kept it ready also next time. So the leg goes all the way up to the ears and he puts the earring. Now this is, when everything is normal, you don't really notice. But if suddenly something happens which you've never seen before, then everybody stops everything that they are doing and you're seeing that what is this? So like that, when Shiva did this dance pose, the whole creation, everybody was stunned that what is this step? Even Parvati was so stunned, and like she went so blank because she was so stunned, and she did not she just accepted defeat. She didn't dance after that because she herself was so amazed at Shiva's step. So here then Shiva was declared the winner. And everybody was so, when you see something so amazing and beautiful and you say, wow, there's so much joy, isn't it? Even if you're angry or irritated or disturbed, but suddenly you see something amazing and beautiful and you say, wow. Can you say wow and be angry? Yes? Is it possible? No. Very good. You can't be angry when you say wow. Can you be irritated and say wow? The minute you say wow, a smile comes to your face, isn't it? So that way, Shiva made everybody so happy. Now, for all the mammas who are watching with the kids, Gurudev has spoken about, that this is Urdhva Tandava. So Gurudev has also spoken about the deeper meaning. The name for earring in Sanskrit is Kundala. So it is also symbolic and associated with the Kundalini Shakti. So the Kundalini Shakti, the dance of Shiva, when the self, see, you have the mind and you have the self. When the mind is dancing and you are running behind the tunes of the mind, you get angry, you are excited, you are sad, you are happy. You are caught in the storm of emotions and dancing to its tunes. But when the self dances, then it uplifts the consciousness. The Kundalini Shakti rises, the consciousness is uplifted, and when the consciousness is uplifted, there is just pure bliss. So Shiva tells Parvati, you are mine and I am your king. Like he is a triumphant Lord. When the self wins over, when you are in deep meditation, the consciousness is uplifted and there is only bliss, and that is the dance of Shiva. Okay, nice story. Did you like it? Yeah. There's so many very interesting stories, We all very unusual stories also. Once there's one devotee of Shiva whose name is Sundara. Okay, he's very, very. If you think you are fond of the divine is 100 times more fond of you. So how much Sundara was devoted to Shiva, Shiva loved him 1,000 times more. Okay, he was so fond of this devotee. Now there is this one temple in South India where that temple was built like there's a story of Subramanya where he destroys Surapadma, Tarakasura, and after destroying all the asuras, he wants to, like, you fought with somebody, you fought in a battle, then you just want to rest, relax, and free your mind of all the memories of the war, etc. So he comes to this place to meditate and do Shiv Puja. Now, in all the temples, normally the main sanctum is in the north or the east, but here Subramanya keeps the sanctum on the west side and does the puja. Now he does the puja. After Shiv Puja, he feels utterly at peace and he is very happy. And what happens is, the place where he did the puja, they made a beautiful Shiva temple. Now this Sundara is very good at composing songs. So he is going from temple to temple singing songs in praise of Shiva. And he comes to this temple also. And what happens? He comes here. He expects to see the Lord in the east or the north, and there's nobody there. And he says, "Oh, I think I came to a wrong place." He doesn't sing anything and he leaves. Now he goes, and there in the village, normally in olden days, every village will have one tree with a little Ganesha under the tree. In every village there'll be a tree, below the tree Ganesha temple. So he goes near that Ganesha temple and goes to sleep over there. Now what does Shiva do? He sends his Ganas in the middle of the night. He comes with them dressed like some hunter, and it's a foresty area, and he steals all his jewelry. This Sundara likes to dress up. He wears a lot of ornaments and gold and everything, and he quietly steals all the jewelry that this devotee is wearing, and he tells Ganesha, "Don't tell him I took it." Okay, now Ganesha is quite naughty. Shiva tells him because he knows that Ganesha will tell him if I say don't tell him. Okay, that's what kids do. Many times you tell them don't do this, then they'll secretly giggle and wait and do only that. So like that, Shiva knows what Ganesha will do. He tells him and he goes, and on the way he even lights the path to the temple because it's through the forest. It's not a very big temple at that time, and they all go back. Now as soon as Sundara wakes up, he sees all his jewelry is gone. Who has stolen it in the middle of the night? And he asks Ganesha, "Please tell me, what is this? What is happening? In your presence all this has happened. You are responsible. Now you tell me who has taken." So Ganesha says, "Shiva took it. Go ask him, take it from him." So then Sundara leaves and he walks in the forest path, and he reaches the temple, and there he goes and sees he's searching around. Now he looks for the Shivalinga and finds it, and he sees all his ornaments are on the Shivalinga. And then he says, you became a thief. Why did you steal my jewels? How can you do such a thing? And then so Shiva tells him, "You came here, you didn't see me, you went off, you didn't sing. How could you do that?" So, and then he says, "Now start with the word thief and sing on me." Yeah. So then the songs are in Tamil, and he says, you came on the pretext of stealing my jewels, O Lord, who has already stolen my heart. So like that, so he sings song after song, and with each song, one piece of jewelry would come back from Shiva to Sundara. So 10 pieces were stolen, so he had to sing 10 songs to get them back. So this temple is there in the south, and there is a saying that if you've lost any jewelry, can't find it, people go to that temple and pray to that Shiva, and they have the belief that, and they get it back also. Faith works all kinds of miracles. So God can come in all forms. Krishna stole butter. Hmm. Shiva took the jewels and said, "Come and sing for me." He stole the butter, and so that all the gopis waited for him so that he would come and take it, isn't it? So, yeah. Did you like this story? Very different story. 8:49. Is there any other story you all want to hear? If I know, I can tell you.
I want to hear Anand Tandav story.
Anand Tandav. Oh, that story. Okay. Okay. So, Ananda Tandava, Shiva is one of Shiva's special dances, and every time he would do the Anand Tandav, all the rishis, devas, everybody would gather. Oh, Shiva's going to dance today. We all have to be there to witness. Nobody wants to miss it. So they would all come to Kailash to watch the Ananda Tandava, rejoice and go. And then what happens? One day it looks like it's going to be a very rainy day and snowy day, very cold. So Parvati thinks all these people will come to watch my Lord dance. And if it rains, it won't be so comfortable. So let me build a hall so they can all sit comfortably inside the hall and watch the dance. And so she tells her plan to Shiva that I'm thinking of making a hall. Shiva says, I don't think it will be necessary. What is the need for a hall? But Parvati says, no, I want to make it. Everybody will be comfortable when they come to see you dance. So then Shiva says, okay, you make what you want, but there is one problem. If Shanishwara comes, the moment he sees the hall will crumble. So then Parvati says, oh, then you tell, he is your devotee, he will do whatever you say. You tell him not to come. Okay. So Shiva says, but what if he doesn't agree? No. So if he doesn't listen to me and he says, no, I have to see you dance, I have to come, then I can't say no. So then Parvati says, if he says like that, then you just give me a sound with your anklets. So Shiva wears the chalange, the anklets. Says, you just make, you give me a sound with your anklets, I will know. I don't want Shani to bring down the building that I have made. I will bring it down myself. Okay, so Shiva says okay, and Parvati, like that, with the power of her mind, power of, she just creates this beautiful hall, and Shiva goes to meet Shanishwara. And there, when he goes to meet Shani, he tells Shani the whole story. Parvati's made a hall, but it will crumble. She wants everybody to be comfortable. You know how she is, but she doesn't want it to crumble. So maybe you should just stay here. So Shani says, whatever you say, my lord, but you also know why I desperately want to come, because I cannot bear to miss the sight of watching you dance. So he says, I will not come, but on one condition, you dance for me here. So, so then Shiva says, okay, he doesn't refuse the devotee. So he starts doing the Ananda Tandava in Shani's house. And there, Shani is sitting there witnessing the beautiful dance. Parvati hears the sound of the anklets because Shiva is dancing there. And she thinks that Shani has refused and whatever Shiva has asked, and she brings down the building. So that is the story over of the Ananda Tandava. But it's a very interesting lesson where, you know what, Bhanu Didi gave the insight behind the story, where she said, Gurudev always says Shiva is the self and Parvati is the intellect. So when the intellect gets attached to a desire that I want to do this, then the doership comes. Even though the master, even though Shiva told her it is not needed, she still wanted to do. So she got caught in making buildings and breaking buildings, while Shani, whose focus was only devotion, and he wanted to listen to whatever Shiva said. So while he did not come here, he still got to watch the Ananda Tandava wherever he was. So this is a very sweet and simple story through which you understand that when you just listen to what the master tells you, when you are just devoted and you have all the faith that he will do the best, he will take care of whatever is needed, then wherever you are, you will get the best. He comes to your doorstep. He went to Shani's house and danced there. Shani didn't even have to come anywhere. So this is the story of the Ananda Tandava. Did you like it? Yes? Yeah. Nice. So
Didi, we have last 6 minutes. So Didi, Shravan month is going to start from tomorrow in south of India. So how can kids celebrate? What are the best things to do? And what is the significance of Lingashtakam chanting?
Lingashtakam chanting is, see what happens when you tell somebody, oh, you're so beautiful, you look so nice, the other person feels nice, but you also feel nice, isn't it? So praising, Gurudev says, praising is a very divine quality. It uplifts your own consciousness. And the bigger the praise, the more beautiful you feel, you become. Now Lingashtakam sings the praises, the glory of Lord Shiva, of the highest and ultimate principle. And when you sing the praises, and it's there in Sanskrit, now whether you understand the meaning or not, you don't need to know the meaning of ice cream, no. When you eat it, you feel how nice it is, how cool it is, how sweet it is, how tasty it is. You don't need a meaning for ice cream, isn't it? It's a wonderful experience. In the same way, when you chant Lingashtakam, whether you know the meaning or not, just the chanting makes you feel so nice and so beautiful and so good. Yeah? Is this a good idea? Yeah? So what can children do when you wake up in the morning? You can chant Om Namah Shivaya 11 times. So as soon as you get up, do you all say Karagre Vasate Lakshmi? You look at your palm and then you say palm power, no? So you can say that. If you know it, you say that. Otherwise, you just wake up and you just remember Shiva, that he's there with you always. He's your best friend, especially this month. You just remember, you close your eyes and you say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. It won't even take you few seconds. 11 times you can say Om Namah Shivaya. That much is enough. You remember him in the morning, you remember him in the night. Okay, so he is with you the whole day, when you're awake, when you're asleep, throughout. Shiva is with you. So you say Om Namah Shivaya 11 times and go to sleep. Om Namah Shivaya 11 times when you wake up. Okay? So shall we chant Om Namah Shivaya 11 times together now, and then you can all go to sleep. Okay? Vivan wants a Shivji and Ganesh story. We'll have one more session, okay, just for you, and we'll tell more. There we'll have many Ganesha stories. Okay? Ganpati is coming anyways. Okay, so we'll chant Om Namah Shivaya now together. Any of the children want to say? We can all say with the children. Who wants to say Om Namah Shivaya? Who would like to chant? Samarth, come. Come on, Samarth, Utkarsh. You can unmute Samarth and Utkarsh. They can chant. Chant 11 times and slowly so everyone can say with you, okay? Jyoti, you unmuting?
Yes, Didi, I
Yeah.
am muted.
Utkarsh, you're unmuted. Samarth is also unmuted. Come on, let's start.
Anna is also there. Skanda is also muted.
Yeah, you can unmute. The children can all say together. It's okay if it's a little up down. Yeah, there's some query about if ladies can learn that for learning. Didi has said it is okay. It's a class, so it does. You can attend, no problem. Okay, come. Let us start. Om
Shiva.
Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om
Namah
Namah
Shiva.
Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Let us all close our eyes. We bow down to that eternal Shiva, Shiva Tattva that is so beautiful, caring, benevolent, innocent, and infinite. And who is with us in the form of our Master. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Thank you, Bharathy Didi.
Thank you. I was very feeling happy. Bye, ma'am.
Bye, Vivan. Bye, Anne.
Thank you, Bharati Didi. It was such an amazing time. And I am sure many youngsters, children, elders are all excited to learn Lingashtakam with you tomorrow onwards.
Bye, Skanda. Bye, Kaina.
Bye, Ashri.
Bye, Ashri. Bye, everybody. Jai Gurudev.
Jai
Bye.
Gurudev. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Jai Gurudev.
Bye.
Thank you, Didi, once again. Thank you, everybody, for joining and being part of this.
Bye bye.
If anybody wants to ask something, we are there for a few minutes and we are giving an option to unmute.